Hi, I'm Saniqua. Thanks for stopping by. I have a few things I want to talk about, okay? It's a lot of things to talk about right now, but I'm just going to touch on a few things, okay? So, for juicy news, okay? This is juicy to me because I used to watch Glee Club. And so when I seen that Matthew Morrison was going to be on So You Think You Could Dance, I thought it was pretty interesting that they chose someone like him because I really don't know what he has to do with the dance world per se, but I don't really follow him like that. But I had some idea of who this man was. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, Matthew Morrison has already been fired and kicked off. So You Think You Can Dance, supposedly as of last week. Okay. There's reports saying that he was being inappropriate with a female contestant, okay, against protocol and sending flirty texts. And I bet I know which contestant they're talking about, okay? I should have said something when I seen that. I think it was last week, the last audition. It was something about the way that he was bent over that damn desk or that what do you want to call it, that counter, the desk, what do you want to call it, okay? When he was bent over, looking like he was ready to risk it all, like y'all just should have seen it. But this the thing, the girl was doing a whole bunch of winking at him too, right? And they was acting like that was the best dance ever that they seen. I don't know if she was doing salsa or what she was doing, whatever style of dance she was doing. But I was like, damn, she could have hit it a little bit harder. It wasn't that great, you know what I'm saying? But it was good. But I've seen better, you know what I'm saying? But he was on 10 about it, right? And I wonder if that's the girl, okay? I'm quite sure though, his wife of 11 years knows the man that she married, and she know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? If she seen what I seen, she probably would have thought what I thought. But you know how these shows do editing, okay? Like it could have just been made to look that way and really wasn't that way, but whatever, okay? So, but what's funny is how all of a sudden it's an issue though. I mean, like I said, okay, they could have added it. I'm quite sure these shows are recorded in advance. Like, I don't know how long in advance, if it's months, if it's a whole year, but I know it's done in advance. So whatever editing that I seen last week on the last audition show, I mean, that happened a while ago, but now all of a sudden it's an issue of being inappropriate and sending flirty texts, right? And what's crazy is these fools talking about it's an anonymous, okay? The person is anonymous who made the complaint. They're not even trying to say who made the complaint, okay? They ain't got no proof either. They ain't sent us, they ain't showed us. I ain't gonna say sent, but they ain't showed no type of like text or anything, like any proof, you know what I'm saying? It's like we just gonna fire your ass. It's just kind of weird. Um, so could this just be a scam? You know what I'm saying? That's something to think about. Could it just be a scam to add, drama to the show and lure more people into watching the show? Maybe their views isn't where they thought they should be at this time, you know what I'm saying? So they have to do something kind of juicy like a PR stunt of some sort to get people to watch, okay? So this firing could be a PR stunt. Maybe the auditions, like I said, didn't bring enough views, And so, they just leaking juicy information, you know what I'm saying? Or stories to, like I said, get everybody to watch because now everybody needs to see, well, who's this girl, you know what I'm saying? Or, well, who they gonna get next? But like I said, if these shows are recorded in advance, will he be still on the next couple of episodes? Or are these live? I don't think they're recorded live. I'm not sure. I think The Voice is recorded live, but I'm not sure if So You Think You Could Dance is recorded live. But I'm just going to tell y'all this. As for the message that got Matthew fired, he did a video just expressing how he feel about the situation and reading what he texts exactly to this girl. I know the reasoning is a little out there for his reasoning, but I'm going to let y'all hear it first, okay? Y'all listen. Okay, and I'll be right back.
It's really unfortunate that I have to sit here and defend myself and my family against blatantly untrue statements made anonymously, but I have nothing to hide. So, in the interest of transparency, I will read to you the one message that I wrote to a dancer on the show. Hey, it's Matthew. If you don't mind, would love to get your number and talk you through some things. The end. I sent this because this dancer and I both share a mutual respect for a choreographer that I've known for over 20 years, and I was trying to help her get a job as a choreographer on the show. It's devastating that we live in this world where gossip rules and people's lives are being thrown around as clickbait. I think this is much bigger than me and this story. Gossip is toxic and it is destroying our society, and we need to do better. And in no way do I want this to take away from the show, because dance has always been a unifying and healing modality. And I genuinely wish all the contestants and my fellow judges all the best.
Okay, so he claims that he only texted her after midnight, because I guess that's when it dawned on him that, oh, she know choreographer that I know, and I want her to reach out to her and give me her number or his number, assuming, it could be a he. So she, he wanted to reach out to the choreographer that they have to come in, so that, he can possibly get them a job on the show that he no longer has. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the reasoning is kind of out there, but like I said, his wife is supporting, standing by her man. This situation probably occurred way longer than they acting like it occurred, and it's probably not as big as a deal as they try to make it. And you know, they have orgies and shit in their world. He probably already smashed and everything, and it's just all they gonna put out there, and he probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? He's saying it's a lie, whatever. I don't know. But all I know is when it comes to the cast of Glee Club, there's some conspiracy encircling the cast of Glee Club. Like, since this show has been off air, I think like 6 people have died and committed suicide, all types of drug overdose, And old girl, I know her thinking of Ray or some shit. She was dating Big Sean, that rapper. Remember? She got found in the lake. Oh no, actually, I don't think they found her body. She was like MIA, and they just presumed that she died drowned in some lake with some shit underneath the lake that possibly grabbed her. She got tangled, and her baby was found in the boat just floating on the lake by itself. I'm just saying, just a lot of conspiracy and weird shit going around the cast members that, used to be on Glee Club. So this firing situation of Matthew Morrison just kind of stood out to me because I think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what's true, okay, about this show though, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what's true, what I really feel though. If I wasn't a lover of the art of dance, you know what I'm saying, or the sport of dance, and a fan of So You Think You Can Dance past shows, okay? Because Nigel and I think the other girl name was Mary and whoever else they had up there, they used to love Lorianne. So they gonna bring somebody, need to bring in Lorianne Gibson. I think that's her name. Boom Cat, you know what I'm saying? I like her energy. She'd be great, but she'd probably overshadow JoJo, and I don't know how she feel about being in between two, strong black energies like that. She already be looking at Twitch with side eye like she really don't like him. But something they took away a little bit of the authenticity of the show. I could tell now that it's getting more commercialized, a lot of creative control going on in the background. Like we only get to see like 5 people audition. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to see more people audition. There used to be more interaction between the judge and the contestants while they was, just running them through and doing audition. But like 5 auditions or whatever, and then they like done, but they got so much in between bullshit going on trying to build up these stories and make people feel sorry for people who are connected to the people. And then when they got there and dance, it's like they already did editing, with the music and the dance already, making them look like they more spectacular than they are with the slow and the way they come on the camera. And I'm like, okay, y'all doing too much. Y'all are taking away attention from the dance. But like I said, even though, Twitch, JoJo, see what her name is, and Matthew, what I'm saying, Morrison, they were odd group. The only person I was really cool about being the judge was Twitch, not so much the other two. But, like I said, because I'm a fan, I still watch. And I still was interested to see where it's going to go. And this is where we are right now. One judge fired already for being inappropriate. I'm quite sure, like I said, it's publicity stunt. I'm quite sure. I just feel like it's a publicity stunt. But let's see here. Choreography this week. So this is when it gets good and it goes to the level, because the choreography on the show also is what keep me coming back for more. I'm talking about choreography. Woo! So astounding. Like, they be winning Grammys for their work. I mean, bring tears to your eyes. Just beautiful, beautiful. So this is when it should get good, and we'll see what happens with the judges. Okay? So that's the first story, all right? Now, what I want to know is how, this is on a serious note, okay? And it's serious news, okay? But how are they going to run two major world meetings at the same damn time in Switzerland between the 22nd and the 28th of May, okay? Like that's some sneaky ass shit. These people, these world leaders, boy, they think they are slick, okay? But they kind of are slick. But I'm just saying, because we wasn't invited, okay? And I seen the pictures, and not one motherfucker had a mask on, okay? Now, when it comes to masks and wearing them, okay, if you want me to assume you're okay, okay, I can do that. But I'm going to need you to operate in the same faith when it comes to me, okay? Because I see we're going back to the faith system. No matter what the CDC is saying, it's like, people wear or don't wear their masks, and it's up to them. I don't see nowhere really enforcing shit. And people been doing what the hell they want to do since the start of COVID, like for real. Like, it was crazy, especially when I let them get them shots. When you let them get them shots, they thought there was like the abominable snowman out there. Like, you can't nothing, attack them. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to masks, if we operate under the faith system, which is the system that I always operate under anyway, okay? That's cool. But I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on, okay? Because sometimes I just feel in my spirit I need to wear my mask. Sometimes I don't wear my mask. It's just whatever I feel like. Like when it comes to my seatbelt. Sometimes I put on my seatbelt. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes you wear a condom. Sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? These are things that could probably kill you if you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's your choice. So I'm just saying, at the WEF, everybody was there kicking it. They was having a good old time. But I ain't seen not one mask in sight. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying. So when y'all be going around, I just throw her. You gotta stay home. Just remember what you was doing when you did it. Okay? Okay. All right. CDC gonna come back later after the meeting is over. Talk about, now we recommend that people wear their masks again indoor. Like, what was y'all when the meeting was going on, when the super spreader conferences were going on, okay? But anyway, these mudsuckers had all the meetings about the Great Reset and how they gonna go about getting it done. All while mass shootings, COVID spikes, supposed COVID spikes, monkeypox outbreaks. What else they got going on? Oh, Monique and Down Low Hewley going at it with motherfucker, what's his name? Steve Turkey coming out of nowhere. I don't care what nobody think about me. I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You got that going on. You got, oh yeah, can't forget Boston Celtics and was it Golden State Warriors playing right now, NBA Finals for that championship. You know what I'm saying? So many distractions, so many things going on, and these fools go have two whole meetings on what they gonna do with our ass when they get back home. Okay, and you know what? Let me tell y'all, Trudeau, Trudeau. Okay, I'm gonna call Trudeau the leader of the new school, okay? Because he the first motherfucker that couldn't wait until he got home to test his gangster and say, hey, yo, I'm putting a ban on all handguns, you know what I'm saying? Assault rifles, and you know, just all guns, you know what I'm saying? No more distributions, no more purchasing, no more trade, no more none of this, okay? We just gonna go ahead and put a ban, okay? He came right out that meeting, came home, did that shit, right? Then 2 days later, old Grandpa Biden, okay, decided to say, hey, I think we need to put a ban on assault rifles and high capacity magazines. Okay. He also proposes some other things as well, you know, extending the background checks and, you know, what else they trying to do? Shit. Change the age and shit of, you know, when you can purchase firearms. But who knew that you can go to these firearm conventions and just walk in off the street and just get a weapon and leave? Like, I didn't know it's that easy. Like, I guess you would know if you're not checking for weapons, but shit, we all need to be checking for weapons at this point because I literally feel if more good people had guns for when crazy bad people come around and call themselves shooting and capping off, and more good people had weapons on them, and they could pop back and possibly kill the bad person with the gun. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad about it. It's free target range. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, I literally feel that we need more good people with guns. Well, unfortunately, if you ask me, these bans ain't gonna do shit if these guns were illegally purchased. You know, all the guns that just so happen to end up in all the hands of a lot of children, criminals, the clinically insane, and mentally ill. So you know, or just so you can understand where I'm coming from, there's a difference between being clinically insane or mentally ill or manic. Okay? Being mentally ill is someone that is still manageable. Okay? Being clinically insane is, you know what? In fact, clinically insane mean that you went to clinic to be insane. But most insane people just don't give a fuck. Okay? They know they crazy. They know they got problems. And they know they're not right. And they just don't give a fuck. Okay? They're gonna do what they want to do without no reason. Okay? No reasoning behind it. They just do what they want to do. Okay? And it may be insane to you, but they don't give a fuck. Okay? That's insane. Okay? Now, they're not taking no medicine. The mentally ill, maybe you probably can give them some medicine, okay? Or you can just wait for, you know, their situation to spin around and they'll be all right again, okay? Now, when we talk about a manic person or a maniac, okay, that kind of person, there's no way to contain them, okay? They are uncontrollable, okay? The best way to contain a person like that is to give them a quick injection and a straight jacket and, you know, just let them go and sleep that off, okay? Or whatever they're going through, okay? You just, I don't, you know, I really don't even know how to deal with it. I'm no psychologist, okay? So I really don't know, but it's just to me and my, you know, the way I define these things, okay? I don't think I don't think that legal guns is the issue. I think it's illegal guns that's the issue. And I hear them every once in a while talk about ghost guns, which I didn't understand what ghost guns were, but I guess these are the ones with no serial number, which I thought hot guns. I don't know. Anyway, they said the ones with numbers, serial numbers, scrape off as ghost guns. But these are the guns. I think these are the guns that's on the street. Okay. All the guns that just so happen to end up in the hands of a lot of children. Okay. We're not talking about the ones that the parents leave irresponsibly around the house without the safety horn or locked away, you know what I'm saying, or locked with a lock on it to keep the kid from being able to pull the trigger. We're not talking about them, okay? Those are hopefully registered guns by the parents, but we talking about a lot of the, because it's more than just the kids they talking about shooting out here, okay? It's all types of children out here shooting, and I bet you 8 times out of 10, the guns they got aren't legal guns. Okay, they may be those ghost guns they talking about. So y'all want to put these bans and these restrictions out there. Y'all need to figure out how the hell all these illegal guns getting on the street, how the hell all these ghost guns getting on the street. Like, these guns are getting manufactured somewhere, right? They need to put a motherfucking chip in these guns while they try to figure out how to put a chip and do social, what they call is social credit or whatever, where they trying to, scan people face and monitor if we're being good citizens or, you know, people to our neighbor and things like that, whatever. Instead of having that and try to figure out how to chip us, okay, and figure out how to chip these guns that's manufactured wherever they're being manufactured at, okay, because there's some illegal dealings happening that I think, okay, and maybe that's what we need to try to figure out, okay. I'm just saying, and don't listen to these news anchors out here trying to act like America is the only place having issues with mass shootings, okay? Because it wasn't just until a year ago they started calling everything mass shootings, okay? Mass shootings was usually just something that happened every once in a while, okay? Every couple of years, as a ploy for, to me, as what they call it, for political reasons, to have some like propaganda, to have something to talk about or debate about. It just seemed like it just happened to come up during certain periods. But um, it was, people be shooting all over the world. Like, it be straight massacres going on, okay, in other countries. Like, for real. Like, come on, Ukraine, Russia, I'm just saying, Africa, Ecuador, Salvador. I mean, I don't know, just pick a place. I mean, Libya, Nigeria. What, it was just a massacre in Nigeria, I think it was. Like 50, was it 50 people that died? Or was it 150? I don't know. Like, people was injured. Like, I think 50 people may have died, and like 150 people total was injured or some shit. Like, at the Catholic Church. I think it was Nigeria. Look the shit up. This shit just happened on the weekend, okay? It was another shooting, like somewhere, I think in Tennessee, another mass shooting over there. But I'm just saying, in other countries too. It's not just an American problem, okay? We're not the only people over here with guns just killing each other, okay? People killing each other all over the world. But where do they get the guns, okay? What I need the news to tell me is, are these guns legal or illegal? Are they registered or unregistered guns that's killing everybody? When you find guns, can y'all also let the public know, in the masses, are these guns registered or not? And if they are registered, maybe you need to talk to the person who is registered on it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a lot going on out here. I just wanted to touch on these two things. And you know what? One more thing, okay? One more thing. This is relatable news, okay? Someone sent me a post a long time ago, like about a month or two ago. I can say a long time, like a month or two ago, talking about how medical malpractice, if it was looked at as a disease, it would be like the third leading cause of death for people in America. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's heart disease, probably cancer, and then medical malpractice right there. Not COVID. COVID probably come after medical malpractice. That's just something I'm just going to put out there too. Okay? And also, on a serious note, I bumped into this black dean. I think it was, her name is Brownie. I want to say Brownie. I don't want to say Brown. Okay? Don't make sense to me for somebody to name their child Brown. So I'm going to say Brownie. Even Brownie is a little strange too. But I'm going to say Brownie C. Lewis. Okay? She was a dean at North Carolina Central University School of Law. She just got the job in 2020. Okay? She was coming up on her second year anniversary. She was at a conference, okay, and died in her hotel room. Like, I wasn't even going to read about it. I seen the picture they had on the story and I just went right past it. But when I rolled back past her picture, something made me read the headline and I went in and I read the story and I'm like, whoop, this is suspicious. Why and how did she die? Too many people pop up dead in hotel rooms. I'm just saying. But I'm going to leave on that note because, like I said, I thought that was suspicious. And I just want us to get to know Brownie C. Lewis. And also send out condolences to her family for her untimely death. And she was out here trying to make a change, trying to get more people into law, minorities, and which only have like about 5%, they say, within the bar, is a minority, So, I mean, we can use more people like us within the system, the judicial system, the law system. But yeah. So we lost another one, supposedly someone who's doing good stuff. So yeah, watch this video and thanks for stopping by and taking the time out to hear what I have to say. And I hope that you continue to have a beautiful day. God bless you. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome. My name is Brownie Lewis, and I'd like to welcome you to the start of your journey to becoming an attorney. You're thinking about entering the profession at a time that is exciting and challenging. So I commend you for taking the first step. I'm a native of Louisiana. I'm from a small town in Louisiana called Natchez, Louisiana, a village in northwest Louisiana on the Texas border, a town of about 500 people. I'm also a proud graduate of Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana. While at Grambling, I pursued my degree in political science. I also had the opportunity to study computer science, economics, and statistics at Carnegie Mellon University and at Harvard University. After graduating from Grambling, I relocated all the way up north to Minnesota to attend the University of Minnesota School of Law. From the University of Minnesota, I received a JD and I also received a master's degree in public affairs. I went to law school because I wanted to help people. Thus, I spent my entire career as a legal services attorney, serving elderly people, serving low-income people, and serving people with disabilities. When I decided to leave the practice of law, I knew I wanted to become a law professor because I wanted to help educate the next generation of lawyers. And I'm here to tell you that your law degree will open doors you never can imagine and help you to do things and go places you never could think of. It has done so for me. Because of my law degree, I've had an opportunity to make presentations and educate people in places as diverse as Cuba and New Zealand, Italy, France, Israel. I even had an opportunity to spend 2 months in a villa on Lake Geneva in Geneva, Switzerland, studying and conducting research on physician-assisted suicide. I also lived for 6 months about 6 blocks from Buckingham Palace while I was a core Fulbright scholar at King's College in London. So there's so many exciting things that you can do with your law degree. Currently, I am the Dean of North Carolina Central University School of Law. North Carolina Central University School of Law is an exciting place to be. It's an exciting place to work. It's an exciting place to study. It's an exciting place to socialize. We have great faculty, great staff, great students, great alumni, and great community partners. We care about each other. We're supportive of each other. North Carolina Central University School of Law is one of only 6 surviving HBCU law schools in this country. North Carolina Central University was created in 1939 in response to the Supreme Court case of Gaines versus Canada. In 1936, after graduating number 1 in his class from Langston University, Lord Gaines decided that he wanted to go to law school. And he wanted to go to law school and stay at home to do it. However, the only law school that was created at that time for Black people was Harvard University in Washington, D.C. So, Gaines applied to the white school, the University of Missouri, in his hometown. He was denied admittance because he was Black. The case made it up to the United States Supreme Court because Gaines filed suit claiming that his rejection violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. The United States Supreme Court upheld Plessy versus Ferguson, separate but equal. So it gave the state of Missouri 2 choices. Number 1, the state could create a law school for Black students, or in alternative, the state had to admit Black students into the law school. The Missouri legislature decided to create a Black law school at Langston University. Unfortunately, that law school no longer exists. However, to avoid integrating white law schools, several southern states, including North Carolina, created Black law schools. Thus, North Carolina Central University School of Law was created, and we have been educating legal eagles ever since. North Carolina Central School of Law is at the forefront of 2 exciting things that have happened in the legal profession. The first is the recognition that lawyers play a critically important part in the pursuit of social justice and racial equality. In light of all the things that are happening in our country recently, everybody's talking about the need to address issues of inequality and systemic racism. Those goals are not new at North Carolina Central University School of Law. We have been educating social justice advocates since our inception. We have a Justice in the Practice of Law certificate program where students can help low-income people and they can be certified taking classes like issues of the poor, environmental racism, poverty law. We also have a social justice initiative that gives students the opportunity to study, research, and practice in areas dealing with housing discrimination, environmental racism, and health disparities. We send our students out into the world able to advocate for themselves and advocate for other people who have no voices, whose voices are not heard. We give them the skills that they need to pass the bar exam and the tools they need to be good practicing ethical attorneys. Social justice is a core part of our mission. It's in our DNA. It's something that we think about. It's something that we believe in, and it's something that we've been pursuing for over 80 years. The other exciting thing happening in the legal profession is the recognition of the way that technology has impacted the way that we deliver education and the practice of law broadly. Because of the global pandemic, everybody is now teaching online. However, unlike most law schools, North Carolina Central University School of Law did not wait for the pandemic in order to establish a relationship with Zoom to provide education for our students online. Since 2015, we have been using Zoom and other technologies to deliver online classes to our law students. We're in the process of creating a technology in the practice of law certificate program, so our students will be well versed in things they need to know about the new technology, like artificial intelligence, fintech, blockchain, and law and technology. We are preparing our students to be successful in a post-COVID legal market that is going to become even more dependent on technology. But it doesn't stop there. We, in 2015, North Carolina Central University School of Law created telelaw along the same lines as telemedicine. Telelaw, we provide representation for people in the rural areas where they've been classified as legal deserts. Legal deserts are places where there are none or few lawyers. We use our telepresence room. We're the only law school in the country with a telepresence room. And it is a state-of-the-art studio where our students and pro bono attorneys can represent clients virtually. We put media links in churches and libraries and nonprofits throughout the state. Clients can go to those organizations in their hometown and interact virtually with attorneys in Durham through our telepresence room. It gives our students the opportunity to represent diverse persons with diverse issues. We also use our virtual justice project to teach pre-law classes and also to host a Know Your Rights series and to give lectures about issues that matter to people who are unrepresented. So we're really, really excited about the things that we're doing with regards to technology. Over 80% of lawyers in this country are white. That statistic is troubling. And it's troubling because lawyers are our governors, our prosecutors, our CEOs, our corporate attorneys, the head of governmental organizations, the head of nonprofit organizations. The population of lawyers in this country should be inclusive of the population in this country. And that is not the case. And so schools like North Carolina Central School of Law are critically important to continue to increase the diversity in our legal profession because the 6 HBCU law schools educate about 30% of the diverse lawyers in this country. I would just like to leave you with the wisdom of Harriet Tubman. She says, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have it within you, the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Go forth and do so. Thanks.